You all right, all? So today's racially obsessed headlines. Tom Curry, the England flanker for rugby, during the World Cup semi-final, said he was racially abused by South African Ambu Nabi, I think his name is. Where is he? Yeah, this guy here. Not the most intelligent looking of kind of people, is he? But apparently he's called a white, see you next Tuesday. It hasn't really been heard and there's no audio footage of it, but it probably did happen. We all know, obviously, the double standards, etc. in today's day and age. And thankfully the comments highlight that and bring it to attention, because the media have a habit nowadays of shutting down comments altogether. So everyone, one of the comments here, everybody is allowed to insult us. Another one, according to the misnamed Equality Act in 2010, white men are not a protected group, so cannot be subject to racism. If Curry had abused Ambu Nabi, it wouldn't have been headline news, but when it's the other way around, nothing happens. Yeah, I mean, it'll get swept under the carpet and just ignored, because, in today's day and age, black people are God's, well, they're the chosen people for the new world, aren't they? And white people are, now they've built the world, are kind of pushed to one side and not needed anymore. But it also leads me to the captain of the South African team, with his white wife and his 3 mixed race kids. I mean, you have got to be mad, haven't you, to have kids that look nothing like you at all. I mean, look at her on the far right. I mean, look at the kid on the far left. As we look at it, there's no resemblance there at all. And the South African captain, the black guy in the middle, he must be loving it. Like, the tables have totally turned now, and this is a way of sort of killing us off by the back door. We don't need to do it with violence. We can just do it by a false love. And obviously all the media adverts target women now for interracial mixing, miscegenation as it's called. And but yeah, you've got to be mad, haven't you, to have kids that look nothing like you. Even Muhammad Ali said it in an interview that it's just madness. Anyway, but that leads me on to the next racially motivated subject. So the Arsenal women's team, how dare it be all white? So it doesn't reflect diversity. But obviously the men's 100 metre sprint does. There's 100% black. But yeah, people saying this in the comments, like, how is this an issue? Well, it is an issue that anyone's even bringing it up and making it an issue, really. It kind of says that people are out there deliberately trying to get rid of Caucasians, European people, aren't they? They're proving it in the headlines. It's the media mainly that's pushing most of this nonsense. And you can go on about ability, but this is England, this is Northwest Europe. Why are we tolerating all this? In Africa you wouldn't get it. The next one, 460,000 black and minority ethnic women unable to work as they're caring for family. Well, I wouldn't say it's unable to work. I think probably a lot of it is they don't want to work. What we got next? Anyway, after all that, there's one last one. So Alex Jones is getting, the conspiracy theorist is getting in on the mix. White people are amazing. But look at the media headline: bizarre pro-white rant. It'd be something amazing. It'd be like uplifting pro-black rant, wouldn't it, if it was the other way around? But yeah, again, people are commenting on it. It's a one-way street. If you're pale, then you're racist. But any other shade, you can say what you want. True. But yeah, it's gonna, it's this modern world is just designed out and out hatred for the European people, isn't it? But anyway, after all that bickering about race and skin colour and etc., etc., there's a headline that really is much more worrying and disturbing than any other. So the Met Police are starting to use new facial recognition technology. So while we're all bickering about ethnicity, and because it was done deliberately, they flooded Europe full of Africans and Arabs, and then the media drives all this division and hatred and arguing and squabbling. But in the background, real dangerous things are happening in the background, i.e. like this. So they're going to start bringing facial recognition technology in, similar to my favourite dystopian movie, which is Dread 3D. And if you look in the top right corner, the face scanning technology going on there, that movie, like many other movies, is far too close to the truth, isn't it? And if you look at the citizens of Mega City 1, a lot of them are covering their face with masks, caps, glasses, because this facial technology only needs a certain amount of your face to be able to identify you. You can be identified by your eyes, obviously, can't you? And again, I remember when I walked into, we always have like a dragon-looking symbol in these movies as well. I've come to notice, and yeah. So when I was in London, I remember walking into, I think, Sainsbury's or Tesco. I got lost, totally lost, trying to find somewhere, and pulled in, went into the Tesco, and it's obviously extremely diverse. And as you walk in, it's got the same cameras as later on in the Dread movie. Yeah, these cameras here, this sort of technology, I think it's like motion sensing equipment. And yeah, so again, the similarities, the big high-rise buildings that are going up in London. It's early days. I wouldn't say London is quite a mega city one by any means yet, but you can see all that it takes is a bit more economic hardship, a bit more of a squeeze, and it really could descend into that. But yeah, so I don't really know what the main point of this rant was. I suppose just usual divide and conquer stuff in the media. I would say people have immigrated here are nothing more than useful idiots being used. You know, like George Orwell's 1984. You know, used a black hand shaking a white hand on the main cover, and there's a reason behind that. It's because they were going to be used to kind of divide us and rewrite history. And that's that's like the end goal, really. Yeah, just to back up what I was saying anyway. So there you go. You know, you got a black hand shaking a white hand. It was wrote in 1948, which was the year the Windrush generation started coming here, and it was supposed to be 1984, but in reality, you know, it's probably set off way into the 21st century where we are now. Yeah. Anyway, that's about it. So.